Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today we're going to be talking about another player that has been linked with Arsenal, and this has, I'll be honest, come out of the complete blue, and we are talking about Lunin, the Real Madrid goalkeeper. Now, I'll be honest, with Lunin, I haven't heard of him since flipping this season. After Courtois got injured, that's when the only time I've heard of him. Like, I know he played a few games, and in the Champions League he played some. He was really big. He played a big part in Real Madrid's Champions League. Unfortunately, he couldn't play the final, which I think was quite disappointing on Carlo Ancelotti. I really felt that, when you played that much of a part in your team going to the final, you have to play the final if you are fit. But it's what it is. But look, now the rumors are that Lunin is thinking about his future and doesn't know if he's going to continue at Real Madrid. He has an offer at the on his table which expires in 2025, but if he signs, he will renew it till 2029. But he has had offers from other clubs, including Arsenal. Now that's the main point. He has had offers from other clubs, including Arsenal. Now we're gonna bring up his stats right now. As you can see, big shout out to Transfer Market. They are literally clutch when it comes to this. So Lunin, like I said, I haven't heard of him since last season, but he's played 21 appearances. So he's made 21 appearances in La Liga, 8 appearances in Champions League, altogether 31. And I think what's happened to him, I think we all know what's happening. He is clearly too good to be a number 2. And what's interesting is him being linked to Arsenal. Now, for me, I would love to take him to Arsenal, okay? No doubt about it. But of course, there are a lot of things that have to happen before he comes to Arsenal. Number one, Ramsdale. Ramsdale needs to leave, and which I do believe he will be leaving Arsenal. And it also depends on how much we're going to get for him. Now, if the rumours are true, you're looking at 20 million. Then I don't know if Arsenal are going to spend another 30 million on another goalkeeper, considering we are signing David Villa for £25 million. Now, the signing of Lunin, where does that leave David Villa? For me, I think Lunin is better than David Villa. But I do think, I haven't watched him enough, but from the games I have watched him, he seems like the better keeper. A bit more bigger as well. Shot stopping, he's really good. David Villa has been brilliant, by the way. But of course, could you say to yourself, hand on heart, that you are confident David Villa can win us a Premier League? I'm not sure. I think he's a good keeper, but he still has some of those moments. And of course, when you are challenging for the Premier League, the margins are so small. And, if we want to win the Premier League, every bit of, we need to do everything we can to even close a bit of that gap between us and Manchester City. And if that means gain a new goalkeeper, go for it. Go get Lunin. But the question is he going to join Arsenal? Because the way it's looking like, if we are signing David Villa, who I assume is going to be number 1 for next season, why then would you go sign Lunin, who is clearly looking for game minutes? But at the same time, we know Arteta's been talking about having goalkeepers challenge each other and push each other, which we saw with David Villa and Ramsey. Unfortunately, with Ramsey, it hasn't worked. But is Lunin going to be the next one? Now, David Villa is already a bit, I think it's 27 or 28. And when you look at goalkeepers, that's the prime age for goalkeepers. But when an opportunity like Lunin comes in the market, how can you not be interested in it? For me, like I said, if Arsenal are interested in that, in signing him, and if there is that opportunity, I'd say go sign him. I think he is a good keeper. I think he can help us close that gap. Of course, I haven't watched much of him yet, but from the clips I have watched him, from the games I have watched him, he seems like a good goalkeeper, and I'll be happy to take him at Arsenal. Of course, now we're going to have to talk about what happens with David Villa. Is David Villa going to be number 2? Surely he didn't sign Arsenal for only one season. Surely there has to be some reassurance that he's coming in to be a number 1. He's going to get game minutes, because when you look at it, he's Spanish. He's a big him and Arteta have that good relationship. The goalkeeper coach has a good relationship. Is Arsenal and Arteta willing to basically just throw that away in one season? Who knows? And if we do sign Lunin, that would be flipping how many goalkeepers? That would be Runarsson, Ramsdale, and who else? David Villa and Lunin. That would be 4 keepers we would have signed since Arteta has joined. 4 flipping keepers, by the way, we would have signed. But for me, look, if that opportunity is there, go take it, because I'm sure he's a brilliant keeper. He has that experience. He's played in the big games, and I think that's something that David Villa lacks right now, playing in those big games. Yes, he has played in some games in the Champions League, but I mean, look at the Champions League against Bayern Munich. A bit of miscommunication from him and Gabriel for that first goal against Bayern Munich, and it cost us. So we need experienced players, and if Lunin is that player that can help us close the gap, sign him up. Honestly, sign him up. In terms of his fees, I don't know what we are going to look at here on transfer market. Is 25 million pounds, but when you look at his age, he's 25 years old, and honestly, I think 25 million pounds, you'd be lucky to get him for 25 million pounds. The way Madrid have been spending. So with of course they just signed Mbappe, the money that's going to the wages, I'm sure they want to recoup that, considering there's not many good goalkeepers on the market, and with a young goalkeeper right now, the price is definitely going to go up. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Do I think Arsenal are going to sign him? I'm not too sure. I just feel that, of course, with Arsenal making David Villa permanent, I don't see them signing another number one goalkeeper. If they are going to sign a goalkeeper, it's probably going to be another number two goalkeeper that's happy to be number two and keep David Villa as number one. But for me, look, if we don't sign him, it's not the end of the world. I think there are more positions that there are more important positions that we need to strengthen in this team than the goalkeeper. I think the goalkeeper, we do need to get another goalkeeper, but in terms of who we get, it really doesn't matter. I mean, it matters to an extent, but we don't need to go get a starting quality goalkeeper, because I think when you look at the team, we need to spend more money on the attack. I think that's the number one thing. And when you look at last season, look, our defense, David Villa got the clean sheet, Golden Glove. So yeah, so there's not much to complain if he doesn't sign. But would I love to sign him? Of course, I would love to sign him. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. We'll see what happens if I also do sign him. If you are a Lunin fan, I'll be honest, don't get your hopes up too much. I doubt this signing's going to happen. I think it's just a bit of gossip, and Spanish media is famous for this, spreading rumors just so they can get their contract negotiations, just a bit of propaganda. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what your thoughts are. Are you interested in also signing him? Would you be happy if also don't sign him? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe, like the video, and I'll catch you guys next time.